are you showing me? So maybe you keep having to repeat the same thing to me because you're not showing me enough to gravitate to, right? So a lot of times the kids, they're a product of their environment. So if they see herky-jerky behavior, they're probably going to be herky-jerky. If they don't see nobody committing and finishing anything, then 9 out of 10 times it's probably going to be hard for them to do it because what kind of examples do they have to go with?
No example. Just a bunch of talk.
Yeah. Bunch of talk, man. And in social media now, right? It's a bunch of talking, right? I mean, we do a lot of talking. I talk a lot. I do. You know what I'm saying? Though I do. But I don't talk a lot about everything because a lot of stuff that I do is behind the scenes and I don't need to brag about it. I don't need to tell nobody about it because guess what? If I'm telling somebody about it and bragging about it, then what did I do it for? Did I do it for this self-adulation, this pat on the back, or did I really do it to help somebody else out? And if I did it to help somebody else out, then everybody doesn't need to know about it except for the people that I help.
Except for the people. Oh, man, you touching on some deep stuff, man.
Hey, man, it's all good, man. It's all good. Got Al Jarreau playing in the background, man. I'm feeling some kind of way.
You don't want people to, man, just settle for what's in front of you. Don't just settle for what you got in front of you right now. Like, I could be cool with where I'm at. Most dudes will probably be cool with where I'm at.
Right.
But I'm not satisfied with what's just in front of me. I'm not satisfied with what's just given to me. Like, I want more, and I know I got to work hard every day to do it. I got to push myself, and it's days that I don't want to. It's days where, man, I don't want to do none of this. But I know it's up to me, and I'm the only one that's going to do it. If I don't do it, who else going to do it?
Bottom line,
everybody, it runs through me, so if I don't do it, who else gonna do it? It's up to me to be that example, not just for the podcast, for my family, for my wife. It's a life change. It's a lifestyle change. It's not just you wanting to run a business and you just gonna do it. No, it's a lifestyle change. You gotta work at it. Like anything, you gotta work at it. I didn't know I was gonna be a salesman / producer / director / motivator / audio engineer / podcaster. I done became 20 different dudes for 20 different positions, and all I wanted to do was podcast at first. But over time, I had to evolve. I didn't know I was going to have to do all of this when I first said I was going to start my dream, but that's where I'm at now. And it's been challenging, but it's also been great because I'm growing. I'm learning stuff. I'm pushing my brain. I'm pushing myself. I'm pushing, just trying to be better, be great at what I'm doing. I don't want to be just average. I don't want to be just somebody else that's doing what I'm doing. I pride myself in being great. Like, I want that. Like, I want that. Like, I don't want to have
You're supposed to want that.
Man.
You're supposed to want to be great, man. You're supposed to want to be great. Who told you not to be great? Who told you? I was at school yesterday to pick up my little grandbaby, right, at school, right? And I went to the talking to the office, talking to the principals and administrative ladies and stuff like that, right? And they were talking. They said something about attitude of the kids or something like that. I said, you know what? I said, these kids have great minds and they have great energy and they have great vision and great goals until an adult that lived a closed-in life tells them they can't do that, tells them what they can't be, tells them what they can't accomplish. Because most of those little kids, I'm looking at them, is like kindergarten all the way up. I think they're like 3rd or 4th grade or whatever. But I'm saying those kids come out the classroom just as happy and just skipping and hopping and jumping all around until the teacher say, hey, quit moving so much. Hey, quit talking so much. Hey, quit doing that so much. So someone else is always telling these kids what they can't do. But if they get that energy and if they're getting it from somewhere, they only been here 4 or 5 years. So these thoughts are coming in. Where are these thoughts coming from? Who is giving these kids these thoughts, right? This vision that they can do anything. Because every time you think about it, man, we got to go through life like a kid. They run everywhere they go because they're excited about the fact they get to go somewhere. It may just be to the bus stop. It may just be to the counter in the grocery store, but they got so much energy until somebody say, stop running, stop moving. Stop talking so much. Stop playing around. Stop doing this. I mean, you hear it so much with these kids. So if you got this indoctrinated in your mind, I only got limits. I only have so far I can go. I only have so much I can do. Why? Because we let these adults that have let life beat them down and put limits on them that they adhere to. And now you want to put these shackles and limits on these kids.
Why do you think they do that?
Automatic, man. I think because it's just like you don't, because if you don't believe it, right? I mean, you listen to the kid. What you want to be when you grow up? Ooh, I want to be president of the United States. I want to be this. I want to be that. Oh yeah, you can do that. Oh yeah. Then they just kind of casually bump it off rather than, okay, you know what? Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do to help feed that. Now it may change several times as they get older, but at the same time, if that child knows that no matter what, you there to support me, no matter how crazy my vision sound, you there to support me. Right? Don't you think Google sounded crazy when they first came up with it? Don't you think internet sounded crazy when they first came with it? You know, Fitbit, all these things, man, Starbucks coffee, all these ideas became crazy when they first started. But look what they're doing now. What if they had people around them to tell them what they couldn't do? So we got to stop telling people what they can do and say, you know what? If it's in you, who am I to tell you what you can't be? Who am I to tell you what you want to accomplish in this life? It's not all right. It's not all right to tell these kids, you know, we just have to be able to form them and help, you know, saying help them push them along, man. Give them that support rather than saying what we can't do, because we just in this age of can't so much. And there's so much we can do because we made by greatness, man. We got a great creator that made us. So these ideas and stuff, we're not privy to know where all these things came from. So we got to kind of like get an understanding. How about have a conversation with the little kid? Where'd that come from? What make you think of that? What made you say that? Out of all that, rather than, you know, just shoot them down. And because that's self-esteem, right? We talking about this event next week, this Dim Down for What? Talking about with a shout out Tasha Dearborn, right? Talking about with the kids and the encouragement and the motivation and making them feel like they're less or whatever. Man, how many people go through that every day, man? How many people get told that they're not loved, they're not cared about? You can do great things. Imagine if we deposited that into our kids, right? You can do great things. I can do all things. You can be great. Let's start changing that narrative with these kids, man. And I think we start getting a different result rather than, oh, these kids so bad. They don't listen. They don't make no sense. They don't make no sense. They so bad. Well, why are they bad? I mean, and then, you know, who defines what bad is? And have you sit and talk to the kid? Have you talked to them, figure out what's going on with them psychologically in their mind? See what I'm saying, though? We just see the outside view, but we don't really know what's going on the inside because we don't take the time because we so goddamn quick to judge.
Mm-hmm. Quick to judge.
Because it don't look like what we think. Well, who the heck are we? I mean, to say, you know what, my opinion is the opinion of all. You need to think like me. And if you don't think like me, you wrong. Something wrong with you. Who says? I don't know. I just I get crook on this stuff like that, man, because I'm passionate about the kids and stuff.
You just got me thinking. You know, you just had me thinking. That's all. I don't understand why instead of you, like you said, the positive negativity into the brain, why not just be positive and tell them they can do it? I think we all need it here. Honestly, I don't think either two. You know, like we say, you know, everybody not meant to be a boss. Let's just be real about that too. You know, everybody ain't meant to. Everybody don't want to work hard, and it takes some dedication to keep doing what we doing, to keep doing what you doing, my brother, and to push through. I know it's been times you've been wanting to quit and stop. You could have just stopped and quit and stopped everything. Told everybody you done, you ain't doing it no more, and that's it. But you kept going and you kept pushing. It's been times, man. Kids between having a baby, jobs switching up on me,
you got a lot going on too.
Weight. Man, you got to push through. You just got to. And it takes hard work. It takes blood, sweat, and tears. And if you can't handle really the mental side of being able to push yourself through those hard days, and or having people that you can contact that will push you through those hard days, that know what you're going through, then it's not for you. Yep. It's not something to play around with. Like I tell people, when you come to the gym, I don't give a damn if you're spending 10, 20, 30 minutes at the gym. While the time you were there, go hard. hit it hard. Like, don't be going to the gym just playing around. Like, when I'm there, I'm going. I'm hard. Like, I'm trying to leave tired. Because when I leave, I want to be able to say I put my all into this workout. I gave it my best.
Yeah.
Like today, I gave it my best. You know, if you're not willing to do that, then don't do it. Don't hop out here talking about you a boss and you ready to do this and you ready to do that. But when it comes time for action, ain't no action being put behind those words. There's no point.
Because that boss word, man, being like just saturated, man. It being like saturated with this boss thing, you know, because you ask somebody really
Right.
what boss mean. You know, here, back in the day, they used to call their slave masters boss. So, I mean, again, we got to start digging in a little bit deep. What does boss mean? What does it mean to be a boss, right? If you're going to be talking about words, we're talking about using certain words and everything, right? So, what does it mean?
I think for me, man, my own interpretation of the word boss for me means being in control.
Yeah.
Like, being in control of your situation, everything that it is, everything that you can in your life everything that you can control your health. You can control your job, but you can control whether or not you want to work for yourself or work for somebody. You can control literally everything that it is in this. While we're here on this earth, you have the possibility to control. It's just up to us to finally figure that out and believe that you can do it. And for me, that's the definition of being a boss. Now, am I talking about making some money and doing all that? That's CEO. That's not I'm not talking about that. I'm literally talking about the stance, like what it means, like being in control of you, being in control of everything that you do. That's boss to me. That's being a man. Like, that's handling your business. Like, you on top of it. You know, I'm not there yet. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a boss, no, because I still work for somebody else right now.
Yeah.
I'm not bossing. I'm not going to sit here and fake in front and do all that with folks.
Yeah.
I run a business. I'm learning how to grow it. I'm building a brand. I'm doing that. And I believe one day the Kreg, Stewart, K-Mac, Disorderly Conduct Entertainment, I will be a boss. And my business will be a brand that will be reckoned with. And I believe that.
Oh, I believe it too, brother. Disorderly Conduct.
Hey, man, got to. Ain't no other choice, man. I'm too deep in the hole, man. I spent too much money on this to go back
Bruh. Don't you know I know. Yes, sir. Because you steady putting your money in, man, hoping that and waiting for it to pay off, man. So it's like, right there. I'm right there. Just hold on. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's serious, man. It's that serious, though, man. And so, again, that right there doesn't make you turn around. It doesn't make you quit because, like, I can't stop. This has to work. It's not just going to work. I hope it works. It has to work out. But, again, you just have to align yourself, man, in your own personal business and even outside business as an employee or whatever, man. Align yourself with something that's going to help you to succeed, though, rather than just go through the same old motions. And that's what keeps people frustrated and tired because they don't see any change. They feel like they're just going through the same old motions, getting the same old results. But you have to do something different. If you want something different, do something different. Kreg Stewart said that he wanted to lose weight. Guess what he did? He changed his lifestyle. He changed what he did. And now he's successful and he's feeling good about his accomplishments. So you can look in the mirror and say, man, look at what I did, man. Because I made a move. I made a step to say, you know what? Let me watch what I put in my body. Let me watch how I exercise. Let me watch how I take care of myself, man, because you only got this one life and you have the wife and kids that you're thinking of. So you no longer were you thinking selfish. No longer were you thinking about yourself. And you start thinking about others and look at how much you benefit by thinking about others, man. And I know sometimes, man, you don't get the immediate benefit or the immediate adoration and love that you get from giving it out here. But it comes. It comes. It's just like watching a pot, waiting for water to boil in a pot, right? It's going to eventually boil. It's going to boil eventually. Just let it alone, put the right heat up on it, and let it do what it do, right? So the same thing about life, man. Apply the right pressure and let it do what it do, and keep on moving and going and get over anything or anybody that's in your way. Again, the hump can be people, the hump can be situations, circumstances, whatever, man. And if they're not gonna move out the way,